Today again to talk about our kickoff return. Today we're talking about the double team involving our playside guard and our playside tackle. Remember, everything in the front for us is playside and backside. That way we're teaching one set of skills. We're not having to teach two sets of skills, one set of skills done multiple ways. Okay? Who are we looking for when we look for our double team guys? Linebackers and running backs. Linebackers and running backs are the ones that are fast, they're physical, and they can be very, very relentless. On top of this, I'll add to this. This is a great place to get your young guys in. If you have a young linebacker, whether you're at the high school level, college level, wherever, if you have a young linebacker and a young running back who are hungry, and you know that they're probably going to play for you at some point in the season, and you want them to get involved, the double team on kickoff return is a great way to get them involved early and build them some confidence. They don't have to do anything on their own. They have a buddy to help them. As you look at this picture right here, 48 is a true freshman inside linebacker, and 42 is a true freshman running back. Both of them, basically, my coaching point to them, as we'll get into the drill work and the technique, but my basic coaching point to both of them was, hey man, you two guys, go block that guy and do not let him get to the ball. And it's a Bash Brothers kind of mentality, and those guys, for 2 years in a row, we've had guys that have really taken that position to heart, and this is what will jumpstart your return. Our return is basically counter. You get a double team, and you get a couple pullers coming around. That's basically what this is. This is your double team. This is your tackle and your guard who have to set the point, just like any good run play would be. So these two have to be fast, they have to be physical, and they have to be relentless. Okay, we're going to drill this just like we drill the other stuff. We're going to do setup versus air. We'll do the full space. We'll do the full drop. This guy will drop about 5 yards as the playside guard. The playside tackle will have to drop about 10. They'll get together and start working forward. Then once we get our spacing and our timing and all those things lined up, we'll actually add a cover guy. We'll take the running out of it. We'll go ahead and put these two guys together. He's already dropped, and we'll go together and take on a coverage. Now, same thing that we did versus our centers. We'll give them a multitude of looks. Somebody will try to split the double team. They'll try to run around it to the play side. They'll try to run around it to the field. Either way, we have to be able to cut it off. Okay? See that drill work here? You can see the first guy, the guard, is always going to stay square. We'll keep eyes on whoever we're doubling. Our return is set up so that we can double basically anybody from 3, 4, or 5 on the play side into the boundary as we deem wherever the most threat is from a kickoff standpoint. So our guard is always going to keep eyes on our coverage guy. Our tackle is always going to come to the hip and get square. Initial go call gets him back into the space. Second go call gets him going forward to make the contact. Again, you see 7 does a good job here of getting square, getting his eyes to the coverage man. 33 gets to the hip, and then they're starting vertical. Don't want to get too much separation. Don't want to get them on different levels. They've got to be together. That's how you split double teams, is when a double team's on different levels. Again, adding a slow speed. Okay, this is not a high intensity. This is not a big time collision that we're looking for. This is a low speed drill. We're working on our technique. Okay, go sends them all. They'll stop on the contact to get the idea of it. Now, when we get to this one, this is where I'm going to give this guy a 3-way go as a coverage guy. He can either split it, he can work to the backside, or he can work to the play side. This should, as we get through it, this isn't this was a special teams practice. This was kind of a shells practice. And you're in training camp. This is something that you're going to do in training camp. You're going to do it in spring ball, in your off-season workouts. At some point, this has to be a really physical drill. Doesn't have to be every single day. Doesn't have to be 20 reps of it. But at some point, you've got to get 2 or 3 really tough reps, really physical reps, so you cut these guys off. Good look here by the kickoff coverage guy, by your scout guy trying to fight across the top. So we do a really good job of doubling him and cutting him off. Game clips here. Again, right return, so we're watching the play side guard and the play side tackle here. We're doubling the 3. Again, guard stays square, sets it up. Tackle's the cleanup man. You got a post man and a cleanup man. 42 is the guard, is always going to be the post man. That's why his eyes are on his man. 48 is going to clean it up wherever it goes. He fights over the top. He's running away from the leverage of the play. He's taking himself where we need to go. Now, 48 should not come off of this. I understand he's trying to go make a play, trying to go find a block, but your job is your job. Go do your job. Go double team the man you're supposed to double team and stay on it. But you can see there, he gets square. 42 stayed square. 48 does a good job of cutting off. Okay, same thing over here into the boundary. Play side tackle, play side guard. Got them on a little bit different levels. Not perfect, never picture perfect, but the relentless part, right? We talked about fast, physical, and relentless. These guys are being physical and they're being relentless right here. They're setting the tone as far as the coverage is concerned. Now that guy's got to think about every single time he runs down on kickoff coverage, man, I want to get double teamed. These guys are going to come get after me every single time. You're setting the tone and you're creating a scene for your return man to find. Watching up here, it's a right return, play side tackle, play side guard. This is from the year before. This is another true freshman running back, true freshman linebacker. Little early on his drop, but again, really good example here of staying square. Cleanup man picks him up. Post man stays square. They stay on the double team, and then the relentless piece, right? They don't care of anything else that's going on. They're just happy to make sure that double team happens. These two are actually the two. Again, this was in 2023. This is a true freshman running back, true freshman linebacker. As sophomores, they both played a lot of offense and defense for us, and they were the two that kind of coined the Bash Brothers mantra, if you will, for us the rest of the season. So, having a post player that'll set up, keep his eyes on the coverage, having a cleanup player that will come and make sure that everything is cleaned up at the end and finished. And the biggest thing, like I said, be fast, be physical, but be relentless. If you tell those two players your only job is to make that guy's life miserable, you'll have a lot of success. And you'll be able to spring from returns